She's stalker, honestly.
She's insane. It's like, dude, you're fucking almost about to pop.
Yeah.
Really, really obviously pregnant.
With your baby daddy's baby.
And it's already, like, it's not like it's even her first baby. Like, they already have a baby together.
And they live together. Like
and they just moved into, like, a new place.
Yeah.
But he, like, he's doing, like, the exact same thing.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know if he actually is, but he just looks like he's doing the exact same thing. He looks like he's probably actually sleeping with other girls, and that's why she thinks it's okay to do it in her relationship.
Maybe.
I'll show you what he looks like.
Maybe they have an open relationship.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. But this is what he looks like. I don't think he's not seeing other girls.
No. I don't know. That's just whack.
She talks about her exes all the time, and not just like little facts about them. Like, oh yeah, I used to date a farm boy, and now I'm with a gamer boy. Yeah. What a twist! She'll just be like, that ex Anthony. Yeah, I saw him the other day, and I was just like thinking about when we used to go out. Like, that kind of, like, talking about your ex. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, oh, I miss him. I loved how he would...
Sometimes I'll just be like today, I was talking about my ex, but all I said was, oh yeah, my ex was younger than me, and now I'm with a guy that's 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
And Cece's like, your ex is younger than you? And I'm just like, yeah, and he was 15 and I was 16, so he was, like, he acted like a middle school boy. And, like, they were talking about, like, their boyfriend's ages, and I think Kayla's like 5 years younger than Chris or something, and I'm like, and that's kind of like too much of a gap.
Well, yeah, but it also makes sense why she's kind of slutty then if she's like younger, because then she's trying to go after.
She's only like 23 or something.
Yeah, a very slutty age for a woman.
Well, Taylor told me that her and Kayla were supposed to be able to have their whole phase right now because Taylor has like an older child that like goes to school and everything, and like.
I don't get why girls want to go through a whole phase. That's so dumb.
But Taylor had to go and have a baby. It's like Taylor's baby's almost. I mean, Kayla had to go and have a baby. Kayla's baby is almost like, I think she's either almost 2 or like 1.5.
Yeah.
Like, her baby is like way old, where she should have been having a whole phase for a while, because she would have been like pregnant by the time you met her. Because she was pregnant when she started, like, Starbucks, or, like, close to when she started.
It doesn't make sense.
And, like, literally, nobody says anything about, like, all the people who are in relationships, who are always talking about, like, customers that they think is hot and everything.
Yeah, and then, like, oh, I'd fuck them in an instant if I could.
Like, I tell girls that they're pretty, but like, I don't, like, swoon over them.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm gonna tell that girl she's pretty because I want to make her day. I'm not like, hey girl, I really like you.
Yeah. Well, like, even if you did that, I'd be okay with it, because I'd be like, well, if you bring her home for both of us.
And that's something that, like, my partner would be aware of me doing.
Yeah. And so I'd be like, hey, start trying to pick up chicks while at work, like, type thing. It wouldn't be like it's not like you're trying to be.
That Kayla is and like been flirting with Alex for like literally.
Yeah, and like the thing is too, like you tell me like, oh, I told this girl she was pretty, and I like fumbled and I fucked up.
All embarrassed.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that's funny. It's like, and then I'm like, oh, did you get her number? And you're like, no, I was at work. I'm like.
Also, I think it's kind of creepy to like. Do that to customers.
Yeah.
Like
it'd be different if like
kind of like low key flirt with my coworkers.
Yeah, I'd rather flirt with my coworkers by staring at their ass when they're not looking. Josie.
I bumped into your ass again.
Yeah, alright, Josie. Don't worry. I'm just gonna open hand your ass every time we walk by each other, and I'm just gonna be like, oops.
Josie touched my back yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, I was tingly. Did I tell you about like when she said that she used to bite people as a little kid? Like a little kid?
Like you could bite me.
She said, I'm gonna demonstrate on Destiny, but she's like, don't worry, I won't bite you. But she grabbed my shoulders right here, and she's like, I just took the girl, and I try to bite her neck like a vampire, and she brought her face close to my neck. I was like, ah!
You're doing things to me. Help! Stop it! It's like,
Yeah.
So she takes her hands off you and you fall down to your knees. She's like, She's like, what happened? I'm like, I orgasmed.
Yeah, but what was I gonna say? That was something that I was convincing myself, yeah, good job taking that 3-hour shift, Destiny.
Yeah.
Cause she literally said, she's like, Destiny, I haven't seen you in a while,
Right, yeah, I know.
I don't really work with her that much. And she said while I was leaving, she's like, I guess I'll see you on the weekend, because I seem to see you more on the weekends, because then she comes in at 11 a.m. instead of 4.
And you're like, I hope you're looking forward to seeing me, because I look forward to seeing you. Alright, don't lag, stop it. Ah. Game always takes a few minutes before it sells the fucking settle, stop, please, thank you. No, wrong fucking thing equipped. Yeah, no. I don't get why younger women want to go through a whole phase and then they get mad when they get shamed for it. It's but you're you know how people women think it's okay to have a body count of 100, and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe he just ghosted me after a date when I said I slept with 100 men.
Kayla and I mean, Taylor can do whatever she wants. She's a mom, but she's single.
Yeah.
She can do that. But Kayla, she's literally been in a relationship for longer than I've been in a relationship.
Yeah, if she wanted to be like that, she should have just got out of the relationship.
But she said something today. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe she it's one thing to say it in an argument, with your significant other, but I can't believe she said it to everybody at Starbucks.
What?
She was just like, Chris was just supposed to be a one night stand.
Ugh.
I was like, why did you go and have another kid with him then?
Yeah.
If you
felt
agree with that
way
so much that you're gonna announce it over the headset to everybody. Not even just trying to get back at your partner and just I wanted you to be a one night stand. Saying it to everyone.
Yeah. Going around and making that the fucking thing, they don't only think about that when they look at him now. Oh,
he's supposed to be a one night stand. She was like, he wasn't even my type. He was just supposed to be a one night stand. He was just really nice to me. I'm like, bruh, that's a little too late to be saying something like that.
Yeah. Well, if that was the case, leave his ass. What? Don't drag this out for him.
She wants to she's one of those girls that are obsessed with being pregnant.
Yeah.
She probably doesn't even want him to be the dad. She's just obsessed with being pregnant. Yeah,
and after she had the little taste of it, the first time, she's like, oh, I could do this more often.
Literally, I'm like, who's next? Because Kayla got pregnant. Kayla's baby's gonna be born in May, and then Lucatiel's gonna turn a year old in June. So I'm just like, man, it seems like they're pretty much 1 year apart.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, who's next? And Kayla's like, it's gonna be me again. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Taylor's like, not me. Taylor has an 11-year-old.
Dude, some people just need to calm the fuck down.
Taylor's like,
cranberries.
She's like, it's a lifetime thing, but 6 years until they're not as much of my problem, you know?
Yeah.
She's just like, they're still my child, but they're more their own responsibility in 6 years.
Once they hit 7 or 8, you don't really have to be over top them constantly.
Well, Taylor's child is 11.
Oh,
so
yeah.
She was talking about him turning 18.
Yeah.
She's already 31, so she's
But I'll be like what 30 when the kids are out of the house, or like at the age where they can leave the house.
Yeah, at the age where like literally they have a room here, but like
yeah,
if they do anything, they're not contacting parents anymore. They're contacting them.
yeah.
That's literally something that happened today that I was telling you about. I forgot.
Yeah.
I was every position today.
Yeah.
We kind of had like a little deep conversation because me and Cece and Kayla and Taylor were the only ones on a headset.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how people always have their kids like learn like code names for their private parts.
Yeah.
And Cece, her sister and her mom heard Sebastian say penis.
Yeah.
And like in Spanish. And I think it was like Pina or something.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh my god!"
Freaking out.
They were like looking at her, like freaking out, and she's like, "I'm gonna teach my kids
the
regular
vocab for the."
I was literally
parts.
like, because Taylor knows that like Taylor's been through a lot, and so when you're a person that's been through a lot, and you know a person that's been through a lot, you kind of like confide in them a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of like,
hey, fucking
this is what happened to me. So Taylor knows slightly what's happened to me. Like she knows. And then I was just like, well, I have like more the reason to teach my kids, because like what if somebody. And also, I was like, I'm gonna teach my kids that they're like, you know how adults like will touch kids and they'll just be like, "This is our little secret. Don't tell mommy, or you'll get in trouble." Like, mommy will yell at you. Mommy will be mad at you or something.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, I want to teach them like,
tell me anything and everything.
Yeah. But the only place that would like happen that's a little scary. School.
Yeah.
Because like we don't let any family members that would ever do that.
Yeah. We just don't. Yeah. We don't have your mom over. Well, it's definitely not gonna happen anymore in general, especially now that we have a daughter.
Like, the family members that we trust, like the only person that even sees them alone is your dad, and your dad's not gonna do anything.
No.
Like, even the family members that we trust, like, it's just that we just prefer to be with our children. They see them with us around anyway.
Yeah. We don't really let anyone with our children like that we don't personally know and trust quite a lot to be alone with them.
So the only place I would see it happening is like school, and it would probably be like,
can I repair my tools?
Another kid more than an adult.
Oh, it costs so much coins. I'm not repairing my tools. Never mind.
Like, especially in middle school. Like, middle schoolers, I knew so many middle school boys that they would just try to like grope a girl's ass, or like try to like accidentally touch her titty, or like.
School is like the one place where like you're probably going to get touched in a way that you don't want to be touched, whether you want it or not. And there's real like there's ways to like, you know, stop it from happening, but also there isn't, because most teachers don't fucking care, because it's not really their problem.
You're not really my problem.
Yeah. Like, there's going to be teachers that care and don't want stuff like that to happen,
still can't
but
do anything.
Yeah.
Other than like maybe like kind of make accommodations for the student. Just be like, you don't have to go to recess. You can stay in here with me.
Yeah, but even then, like, how long are they gonna do that for?
Yeah.
Like, if it keeps happening, then I'm like, all right, you gotta deal with it.
And then, like, students are gonna start talking because you obviously don't.
Yeah.
You're not gonna want to say, like, what accurate. Like, man, Locate's always in trouble. She's always in the teacher's room.
Yeah. Why is she in there? Why doesn't she come out here? It's like, I don't know.
Because Alan pooped his pants.
Yep. I did. I
Yeah.
pooped my pants.
Why?
Because it's like, what? Oh no, all my fishing shit.
It's like, what?
Shift
I
take.
don't want to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I bet. You still feeling pretty tired?
My legs hurt.
Yeah. That's not good, babe.
Not good. You.
Oh no.
I snuggled you.
Yeah, thank you. I enjoyed the snuggles.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I only snuggled you halfway through.
Yeah.
Because I've been bitter that you always sit at the end of the bed.
I'm sorry.
And you say it's the kids, but then, like, even when Locateal's in a packet, you do that.
I'm sorry. Well, yesterday, when we were watching Survivor, we were both at the end of the bed.
Yeah, because I want to be close to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I just like being close to the TV so I can see it better. It's just always how I've always been. Like, part of it's the kids and part of it is my preference and how I like to, like, watch TV.
I'm like being blinded.
You don't get blinded from sitting like a few feet from the TV.
You are if you're dramatic like me.
Yeah, maybe.
No.
What? Yeah, that's not good. I forget what I was gonna say. So,
you were gonna say that your wife is very hot.
you are very hot. Yes,
Yeah.
you are not wrong.
That's what you're gonna say. Oh, there was this lady today. So we had problems with our mobile orders. Like it wasn't printing out all the stickers, and I was like, I can make that right now for you. And she's like, I don't have time. I'll just get a refund later. I was like, bruh, it literally would have took me like
A few
2
seconds.
minutes.
Ooh. I'll sell all 46 of these. Sell all the broccoli that I got.
Your broccoli.
Yeah. What's up?
Billy so
Because we like food.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not fat, but we are gaining weight. We are chunked up, which is fine. I keep collecting these, so I'm just gonna sell all these. Oh, I have 1,000 gold now.
You were making me sweat.
Yeah.
Apparently, I was.
you just sprinted out. And what kind of look at you up? You was just you sprinted out so fast. So what look at you up? You say you say I'm an elephant when I come up the stairs.
I think everybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
Literally, the neighbors are.
Well, that's because I go out of the house 20 different times in a rush, and you're like, why the fuck are you leaving again?
Like, why do you even pay for a camera at this point?
Yeah, I know, it's so dumb. Gotta make sure I toss all this shit in there. Alright. So my carry weight isn't crazy over the top. Yeah? Can I jump? What's up? Nice.
I always do that.
Yeah, I know. I did fuck about with the town stuff earlier. Yep, totally. Yeah. I still haven't found where goats are, so I haven't been able to kill goats.
Alright, slow down here. There are a few pirate
Hey, Alan.
Hey. Well. No. Why? Are you trying to be? Okay. Then, yeah, definitely no. I already read that. Cool.
Things about you that send America. One, first thing would be these things, and if you do T-type, these things will go on time of the day, and when they do, everyone has to stop and have to in charge of doing this. He has a big that he presses whenever he like it. You have to stop driving. You have to.
I see smiles on faces.
Oh, nice. What is this? Oh, it's a furniture piece. That's cool. Alright, let's go head off to where I need to go. Probably cut down more trees. Keep leveling this up so I can start cutting down mature trees. I'm almost there. I'm 3 levels away from 50.
Did you hear this girl?
What?
She's like, I'm so jealous of the girls that like crave salty snacks.
Yeah.
Because you can literally have like a 70-calorie bag of chips.
Yeah.
Compared to, she's like, I could literally eat a whole tray of brownies. Oh, you're craving a whole jar of pickles? I could eat a whole cheesecake right now.
I mean, like, for me, it depends on how my teeth are feeling. Like, if my teeth have been, like, really sensitive lately, I will not.
What makes them sensitive? Your wiener?
Yeah, totally, yeah. Me sucking my own dick is the reason why my teeth get sensitive, so I have to eat, different kind of snacks. No, like, if my teeth are super sensitive, I won't want to eat sweet snacks, even if I'm actively craving them.
But the video she duetted, you know what the girl was doing?
What?
She was eating salsa and hummus. She's like, I love dipping hummus in salsa, like mixing hummus and salsa. And like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But the weird, like, she was acting like that was the weird part of the video. She was dipping raw asparagus in it and eating it.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Yeah,
like,
I'm not.
Yeah, hummus and salsa, that's fine. Yeah.
I don't like asparagus, so that's just like extra, like, nah.
I like asparagus, but I only eat cooked asparagus. Like, who eats raw asparagus? And, like, eats it like chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, hummus and salsa? Yeah, I'll eat that. And then...
But I mean, like...
I was like, that's not that weird. And then she starts dipping asparagus, and I'm like, there's the weird part.
In the same way, also, like, asparagus, like, it's not that weird, too, if you think about it, because, like... broccoli, you eat that without cooking it. Like, you can. Carrots, too.
Do you dip it in hummus and salsa?
I mean, you could.
and enjoy it. No, you dip yummy chibbies in it.
Yeah.
But
Or,
like, it was like
or
she was
bread.
quirky, because like literally she's just like, oh my god, I put hummus and salsa together, and then she starts dipping asparagus in it. She knew exactly.
Man, there was this like pita bread like cold cut sandwich at Tyson that I would get, and then they stopped restocking them, and it was so good. And well, now it don't really matter, but I was just like, man.
What doesn't matter?
It don't matter now because I won't be getting it anymore because I forgot to pay for my lunch one day and they fired me for it. So dumb, man.
Maybe you should pay more.
I was paying attention. I thought I paid for it.
It doesn't seem like it, so. Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Yeah, well. Yeah, you live and you learn.
Tyson's really serious about their dibs.
Yeah. And they're monsters.
I'm pretty sure people probably stole like way more serious from them.
Yeah, it's like, oh, cool. And like they're like, oh, we couldn't see what you bought. Okay, but you could see the fact that it was me. Right, like.
That's a messed up thing. Like, I wish they could tell you what you bought, because what if they said something like, oh yeah, you bought a salad, and you would be like,
You know, I think that's why they wouldn't tell me what I bought, because in case I called bullshit. You know, like, well, I didn't get that day.
yeah.
I think that's the real reason why they didn't tell me, because they probably like.
I don't think it was true. Like, there's
No.
just so many like.
There's so much like. I don't know, like. It just doesn't sound
so many
right.
Things that just raise like a question mark over your head.
Yeah, because like I always made sure I paid. There's no way I just went and sat down like after grabbing food. Like I always made sure I paid.
And that's like an odd thing. Like, what would make more sense is if you were like eating something and then you went back up and then you like thought you remembered you to pay because you had already paid for something. Like,
Yeah.
it's like like going through like the muscle memory.
Yeah, the
at
motions.
The point of Saturday, because
Yeah.
you had already bought stuff before.
Yeah, I bought stuff like all week.
Yeah, it's muscle memory at that point.
Yeah. And like I constantly bought stuff. Like I would buy things like at least like maybe 3 times my shift. At the beginning, my first lunch, and then at the end of the day I'd buy a drink and go home. Like I had a routine down. You don't break routine. At least most people don't. Humans are habitual creatures, so it doesn't make sense that I would break habit one day. And even if I did, like, again, that was just my first offense, which is wild.
We were napping, I had a dream that I called Tyson, and I fucking blew up on him,
Yeah.
and then we had to go to court.
You motherfuckers, you fuckers said my husband didn't pay for his food. He lost his job, and now we're homeless.
He lost his job, and I have a baby
Yeah.
and a toddler.
I know my husband. There's no way he wouldn't pay.
And I know it was a bad idea to tell my mom, but there was nobody to tell. And she like looked at me like, sure, he didn't. Sure,
Yeah.
he paid. Like, your husband literally doesn't even fucking work. So
Yeah, and he molests people. So like
so who's the worst one here?
yeah. What the?
And he yells at her for trying to protect her daughter from getting fucking pregnant by a guy who's literally graduated.
Yeah.
And she just entered high school.
You know, that's the like, you know what's wild to think about? When Brittany was 16, she was going out with a dude in college. And she was fucking the dude. And my mother and Mark did nothing about it besides tell her because she broke up with him well, I think he graduated, or like he was either a senior and then he was going into college, and like she went there and like they were so nonchalant about her having sex in terms of like fucking a dude that was like 19 while she was 16, and they weren't wearing protection or anything like that.
And Maria's not only fucking the dude. Like, my mom talks about how like she shits on me for stuff that Maria is literally doing, and she's literally allowing it in her household, and I'm a fucking adult.
Yeah.
Like, she'll be like, when I got those vapes and I gave them to Lynn, she's like, don't start vaping, it's so much worse for you than cigarettes. I'm like, you literally fucking smoke for
Yeah, you smoke cigarettes, so don't talk to me about like you know how bad it is.
Secretly vaping with people.
Yeah. And like
and Maria's friend, like, she was going through Maria's conversations, and my mom just completely looked over something that I saw that literally said something about, like, being gay. And so I'm pretty sure Maria's bisexual, and she's just fucking all the chicks and dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if there's, like, something for it.
Yeah. Well, you know how, Temmie's girlfriend broke up with him? And wasn't she, like, older than him?
You know what my mom found out? Because Austin's fucking stupid, and he literally gave Maria the password and username to his Instagram and never changed it.
Yeah.
He was talking to Izzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're actually closer in age.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that they would probably... There's probably a lot of people fucking the same people. Like, Maria was probably fucking... Austin, and then fucking Izzy, and then Austin was fucking so Maria funny. And Izzy.
You know what my mom said when she was looking at those?
What?
She's like, oh, I wish I didn't have to deal with this. Little T never did anything like that. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah,
you guys weren't that close, because I literally know that he fucking sent nudes to like so many chicks. Literally, Morgan was one of them, and you saw Morgan was Little Miss Innocent.
Well, also, wasn't Morgan like a fuck buddy that he had, and wasn't like...
Maddie was.
Oh, Maddie, yeah.
And she thought him and Maddie were like endgame. I'm like, him and Maddie are friends with benefits.
Yeah.
They're not even dating. And my mom kept calling Maddie his girlfriend. I'm like, Maddie's not even his girlfriend.
No.
And I didn't even have to like talk to him to know that.
Yeah.
Like, literally... Like, he never had her over. He would always just go over to her house.
Your mom is the dumbest fucking person.
Like, literally, you're fucking stupid. And it was so funny that he's like, Lil T never did that. I'm just like, bruh.
Like, how naive can you be in terms of...
And she gets mad at me because I'm literally like, oh yeah, I've been, like, we're not close anymore, but I've been closer to him than I've ever been as close to Maria and Timmy.
Yeah.
Because, like, we were literally, we were taken away from our parents together. Like, and Maria and Timmy were, like, little when I would go to my mom's house.
And now they're, like, completely fucking, like, they're too much like their parents.
And now, like, literally, if he had the chance, he would probably try to fuck me. So, like, yeah, like, I would probably say he's probably the sibling that would like me the most.
Yeah.
He literally is like, I'm into that stepsister, stepbrother kind of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. And I was like, okay, you need to stop talking to him. He trying to fuck you. And you're like...
Well, now he moved to North Carolina. My mom said he officially moved... And he said he was gonna stay the day with them. I'm like, it's not gonna happen. If he stayed 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
My mom's like, yeah, I was like, did he ever actually come? And she's like, for like 10 minutes, he just said goodbye. And I'm just like, did he say he was gonna spend a day with me?
Yeah.
I knew he wasn't going to.
No.
He doesn't like my mom. He only lived with my mom and TJ because his mom was worse, and my mom thought it was because like,
he loved them more. Yeah. No, he was probably like, man, this bitch is fucking annoying. She keeps bugging the shit out of me.
She showed me messages that she sends to him. It was worse than the messages she sent to me. She's like, just know I miss you, I love you, you'll always be in my heart. I'm just like, bruh, this is your stepkid. Chill.
Yeah. Like, you're pushing him away by being all up his ass.
And, like, literally, he's not the, like, passive personality I am. He's the, I'm big, strong.
Yeah.
I'm big, strong ball of testosterone.
Yeah. Like, you're just causing issues.
I want to do MMA fighting. My friend, he goes to army, and I go move in with him while he's in army.
Yeah. So
My
dumb.
Instagram profile picture look like this.
Yeah, ooh, big strong.
Ooh.
I send dick pics to girls because I think that's how you get girls to like
Yeah,
you.
that's how I pick up chicks. That's how I landed 2 of them.
Yeah.
Maddie and Morgan. I say, look at my tiny wee, and I say, ooh, thumbs up.
Thumbs up, yes. You like my tiny pee-pee? Yes.
My father taught me that.
Yes. My father told me that the one way to get to a lady is to show her your dick without her asking.
I'm just glad that he's never like tried, that I know of, he's never tried to like get with girls that are way younger than him. At least he doesn't do that like his dad, unless he does that in private.
He probably does, he just doesn't talk about it.
Because all the girls he's been with have been his age.
Because that's
Actually, I think Morgan was older than him, because we're only 6 months apart.
That's probably not something. That's probably not something you go and just tell people. But like, yeah, I've been messaging younger women. No,
I don't know.
I mean, unless
Stuff
like
would come out of his mouth, I'm like, I can't believe you told me that.
well, like he wouldn't tell you that. That would be something he'd probably tell the guys. Like, oh, this freshman messaged me.
Oh my god, I would not want to sit in on the conversations he probably has with the boys.
Yeah.
Because, like, literally, just the stuff that he's told me before. Like, there was this girl that he was dating that was, that he was, like, forced to... Like, when was this, like, strictness when, like, where's this strictness now? There was this girl that he was forced to break up with because she was way younger than him, and he kept saying, I still love her. Actually, he was still talking about her when, like I called him when we were, like, going to the beach or something.
Yeah.
Or he called me, I don't remember. But,
Remember, like, he kept fucking messaging me?
About that. Because he was all mopey about that chick. He's just like, Jamie,
Yeah.
I miss Jamie. I know she's younger than me, but we weren't even trying to do anything. I'm like, sure, you weren't even trying to do anything when you literally tried to do something with every single girl you've ever been with.
Yeah. You never listen. You never trust a dude who says, "I wasn't trying to do anything. It didn't mean nothing."
About a girl that's like way too young to fuck. Like, she was like 14 and he was like 17.
Well, even if like a friend that he has that's a woman, like you don't trust that either.
He might have been 16. Because I get confused by like what age he is right now, because we're 6 months apart and his birthday's in May. So he might actually be like 20 right now, and just about to turn 21. But like he was like 16 or 17, and she was like 14, and he's like, we're not even that much younger than like she's not that much younger than me. It's just like, but you are almost an adult. Yeah. And she is probably like in middle school or like early like high school. Yeah. And like literally he was getting in trouble about that. But then Maria and Austin is fine to TJ. Like, TJ's just given up. Like, he only cared about him, and that the fact that he moved out, like, TJ's like, I'm done parenting.
Yeah, probably.
Because that was the only kid that he agreed to.
Yeah.
And literally...
And that wasn't even with your mom.
TJ's feeding my mom a bunch of bullshit, actually. Yeah. Speaking of, I was thinking about my stepbrother's mom, and I was just like... TJ, actually, my mom's like, me and TJ, we don't really do anniversaries or Valentine's Day. Summer actually ruined it for him. She broke up with him on Valentine's Day. And I'm just like, you're not Summer. Yeah. like that's
and also
that's an excuse. Like,
yeah, that's just also fucking weird just to be like, okay, yeah, I get it.
She's gonna want to block me because she literally is so condescending sometimes about stuff that I say about you, and I'm like, your husband is so much worse. And I'm not even gonna say anything about the molesting thing because it's just talking to a brick wall. Yeah. But your husband needs to show more affection to you.
Yeah. You need to go to marriage counseling.
He would never go to that.
No. But she would be like, well, you guys need to go to marriage counseling. Alan's a deadbeat. He doesn't have a job. He keeps jumping jobs. He needs to...
You know why Morgan and my stepbrother broke up?
Why?
He didn't have his relationship counseling. Because I used to be his relationship counseling until he, like, creeped me the fuck out. Yeah. Because I was like, Jamie is way too young for you. And then he started, like, going out. I think it was... No, it wasn't Maddie. Because Maddie was, like, when we had already moved here, my mom was talking about him going to Maddie's house all the time. I don't know. He was with some other girl. And, he was like, I think I really love her. Oh, Serenity. Her name was Serenity because she hated me. She was so bitchy to me. Like, she literally was just like... I'm just like... He's literally my brother in my eyes. And she's just like, but he's your stepbrother. You never know.
Yeah, don't talk to him.
Like, I literally known him since he was like fucking 6 years old.
Yeah, well, he took that stepbrother thing a little, like, too far. Because he's like, oh yeah, I am just your stepbrother. It's alright for me to be like, I love that incest porn. And I want to, you know, I think about it sometimes.
Like father, like son. Yeah. Like he's like, TJ's like, I'm just your stepdad. I'll molest you. Yeah. Fine, cause I'm your stepdad.
Yeah, as long as you don't tell people, you'll be okay.
And then like,
ow! What the fuck hit me?
Therapist would be judging me and just be like, well, if it happened when you were 6, why are you not just saying when it's 11? Yeah. When you're 11, like. Well, because as a 6-year-old is fucking gonna like tell somebody.
Yeah, and also a 6-year-old just doesn't understand mentally what's really going on. Besides the fact, oh, I don't think this is supposed to be happening.
Yeah. But there was a lot of stuff that wasn't supposed to be happening when I was 6. Like making me eat my own vomit because I was starved to death and I puked because of not eating. Yeah. And then tying you to a chair and fucking everything else. Granted, my parents did that shit too. Well, my mother, not my dad. And that came off like my dad did it. But no, my mother would... I would always say parents too, like just grouping up everybody. Yeah. Like I would, like if I'm talking about teaching my mom, like even though I technically in the court's eyes, they're parents.
Yeah, well, they're your current guardians. So like in a way, yes, parents. If I say parents when it comes to my mother and Mark, yes, parents. And like my dad is like a separate entity because like. Granted, he would have wanted full custody of me and everything. We still were like separated in terms of like, and that's like not necessarily his fault in terms of like he couldn't do anything about it. The courts only sided with my mother and was always that way about it. I need this boss to spawn. Defeat
I am sitting here clicking my own links because if I get 500 clicks, I could maybe make it to Trendsetter. That gets me.
Do you think one of the kids pooped?
I can't smell anything.
You want to check?
Maybe. Rock, paper, scissors.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Sad face.
Oh, dude, pay attention.
It's not just gonna be a checking someone ordeal. It's gonna be a bunch of tasks that they're gonna give me.
Yeah. I hurt myself.
I found the culprit.
Who is it?
What do you think it is?
The whiny baby.
Did you poop your pants? Baby pooped. Checker? Twinny said checker.
Yeah. It's like, I've been smelling something, it wasn't me. I think it tells you if you've already read something, because I always forget.
I must say.
Oh, he didn't say checker, he said sticker. She had a sticker in her hand.
Oh, that's funny. It's like, she has a sticker, Mom.
That's why they were all freaked out, because she had a sticker and she wanted to try and take it away.
Yeah.
Where's the
Best
wipes?
Mirador Shrine.
Dada, where's the wipes?
It might be in here, but I don't know if there's a lot. Hold on, give me a second. Let me get up where I'm not gonna get attacked. I'm just don't have to give you new ones. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so glad I lost that rock paper scissors. Oh, I won that. He's being butt. Okay. Oh, it's all down here. Okay. Had to go that way anyways. Let's keep my login up. Am I in the process of being? Oh, yep. Can you stop hitting my feet, please? I didn't mean to use a potion, but it's okay. I have a lot of them. Gotta make sure I'm hitting everything. Continuously leveling up. The fuck? Chopping trees. Why are you shooting at me? Oh, you son of a bitch. Thank you. Oh yeah. Takes so long to get this going. Yeah, no, I can see your mom potentially blocking you in the future. She constantly just talks shit about our relationship. Remember how bad she got when we were actually actively having threesomes? Are you mad at me? Why? Okay, I'm sorry. It looked like you were actively still doing stuff. I'm sorry.